and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Bengals hit 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity? They'll
start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go, here we go.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, The infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They give it off here to the tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. An even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm wondering.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line. For a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Burrow. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they run standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And that's going to be caught front, Eagles touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Elliott now to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught right side, Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. fights through, and now a crease. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get